So here's the question of the day. Should you get checked by a chiropractor after a motor vehicle accident? I think it's really important to protect your spine, your entire body after a motor vehicle accident. It can take several days or even weeks until pain starts. We've seen cases where there's 6 months post motor vehicle accident until any pain or discomfort of any sort even begins. So we'd rather you not wait it out. We'd rather you get checked right away, ideally. And I sort of have 9 key points that I want to talk you through today. So number 1, research actually concludes that you can get hit in as little as 2 miles an hour and sustain ligamentous damage. 2 miles an hour. And research also shows that if you're hit at, say, 5 miles an hour, it can significantly increase the symptoms that you're experiencing. Most motor vehicles are allowed to withstand, like they're designed to withstand up to 15 miles per hour of impacts. So what does that mean? I mean, that means that if the motor vehicle accident, or if your motor vehicle, if you're hit at say 12 miles an hour and sustain no damage to the vehicle, that definitely does not necessarily conclude that there's no damage to you. Also, some muscle and ligament injuries can take up to over a year to fully recover. I mean, they heal very, very slowly. We've even seen most cases, become pain-free, say 6 months after the motor vehicle accident has occurred. You can be pain-free, like I mentioned. You can be pain-free, having no outward symptoms, but actually still have significant damage to your spine and your ligaments. I mean, your body within 72 hours from an accident or an injury will start to lay down scar tissue and adhesions. So that's why we want you to ideally get checked by a doctor of chiropractic within those 72 hours post motor vehicle accident. Children actually should be restrained rear facing until they're 4 or 30 pounds. So I know that most kids as a very young age are turned forward, but if you go to Europe, the car seats in Europe are made in a way that children are able to remain backwards for a much longer period of time. Now the reason for that is their head to body ratio. They have a much higher head to body ratio, so if they're facing forward, they're gonna sometimes whip even harder in a car accident than say an adult would. Lastly, I want you to think about your headrest. Now your headrest in your car should be properly placed at least in the middle of the skull and within an inch from the head. So think about how your car is, think about the positioning of that headrest. Most importantly, if you yourself get into a car accident, find a doctor of chiropractic, get into them within 72 hours. If you know of anybody who's been in a car accident, whether it's within the 72 hours or longer, still please do get checked. There can be underlying problems in the spine and the ligaments and the muscles surrounding that area. If this was of any value to you, please do like it and share. Please tag somebody in the comment section below that you think could benefit from this video. And thanks so much for listening. I hope you have a great day and be safe out there on the roads.